guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So if you saw my previous video, I've been doing a massive Etsy restock this week. So this is kind of some other items that I just couldn't really kind of fit into that other video. So this is a kind of part 2. So what I've got here, I've got a big kit, big junk journal kit. I've got a tag bag which is containing tags for junk journals, and then I have these two which are what I would call Potluck paper packs, and I have done the all of these products I've done kind of before, but obviously in completely different designs. So let's go through and see what we've got. So if I show you the paper packs first, so as I say, these are called Potluck paper packs, and basically what you're going to get is 10 complete varying items, which is why obviously it's called Potluck. But obviously what you see here is exactly what you're going to get. So the pouch is just made from some scrapbooking paper, and it's been just decorated up and some lace and things like that. And then your 10 items for this Potluck paper pack number 1, you've got this gorgeous long flap envelope here, and you've got snippet roll and things, which is on the edge of there. Whoops. Sorry, I had some glue kind of thread hanging there. And it's got some lace trim and lace trim here on the bottom. I'm just going to kind of stick that down because I don't really like it when it's, what's the word? Becomes sort of folded up and bent up. So that's better. So that's your item number 1. So the second item in this pack, sorry, I've got glue kind of like everywhere. The second item in this pack is this kind of flip up envelope. So what you've got here is basically an envelope at the back there, which obviously opens as a pocket. It's all glued down at the flap, but just snipped across at the top. And then I've tucked in some paper as a flap. So under there, you've just got some collaging going on and some lace trim, and then lots of lovely decorative details on the front with some lace trim and Diamante. Then the next item here is a pocket. Now this is on some craft card, so it's nice and sturdy. And then you've just got your pocket formed from some just scrapbook paper. You've got some lace trim and then layered up things. You've got a little teeny tag hanging there with a bulb pin, a little flower and some Diamante and just a little number there. Then your next item here, this is one of those little tag booklets. So you've got obviously decorative papers and then part of that lovely snippet roll and then some lace trim here. You've got those holes here for attaching some sort of closure. Now obviously this is a booklet, so I mean if I've used these, or when I've used these in the past, I would only put something on this side. Obviously I wouldn't put something through because it's then going to be held closed. But again, so to be used in your journals, you've got 2 pockets obviously inside. Then your next item, this is a corner tuck spot. Again, it's kind of been layered up with various things. You've got some lace trim and Diamante, and this would just glue onto a, let me grab in something I can just use as a page. So it would just kind of glue on 2 sides and then just glue onto a page like that, and you would tuck things in here. So that's that one. Then this one is a kind of collaged up piece. You've got lots of collage in, then you've got a stitch cluster there, a vintage postage stamp, and a flip out kind of top, or a flip up top there. Obviously the back, it's just kind of scrappy paper. But again, I would use this on a journal, gluing it on 3 sides and then glue it down onto the page and tuck things in there. Depending on where you are, this may be too, slightly too long for your pages if they're slightly smaller. You can obviously just trim this down here at the edge and then it will fit, on your pages. So that's that one. Then you have one of those, I think these are kind of like a chewing gum type books, if you see what I mean, because it's a bit like those old-fashioned chewing gum packets in that it opens like this, and then you've got a little skinny flippy pad inside of there, and that's just made from some fly sheet from a book. That just tucks in like that. And then here you've got a decoupaged napkin envelope. So it's just some gorgeous napkin decoupaged on and then made into a fun envelope there. And you've just got a little label on the front and a butterfly. And actually I've recently bought some of those what do you call these things? Hold on. Oh, what are these? The is it Velcro fastenings, which I just suddenly thought actually I'm going to attach a Velcro dot, I think, on here. So obviously you need the kind of male and the female, as it were, to be able to stick them together. So I'll just get one of each, like that, and then that, well, I can just stick that down. So that's then got a little Velcro closure, which I just love. So that's that envelope. And then the final, oh no, you've got to then cluster here. Again, it's just kind of a glued cluster there. And then this one here, you've got one of my little envelope booklets. So it's closed together with string. And then you open it and you've got obviously various pages there for journaling. So again, this would just glue onto a page. Oops, I'm nearly dropping everything now, hold on. Glue onto a page at the side, and then obviously your string would be, you know, tied up as your closure. And I would glue it on with just this flap. So that would be glued onto the page, and then you would have your pages there inside. Oops, I have just noticed these pages are actually upside down. I mean, that doesn't bother me, but, you know, I do want to point that out because obviously it, you know, it may bother somebody. So yeah, that's kind of that item there. And again, that just ties together with string closure. So that's your 10 items in Potluck paper pack number 1. So a good variety of things for a variety of journals. Paper pack number 2 is this one. So exactly the same concept. You've got a pouch from scrapbook paper, again layered up some bits and pieces, stapled on this cute ruffle, but plain on the back. Now inside here you've got again exactly the same with the 10 items, completely different to the last ones. So you've got again one of those chewing gum, you know, what I would call a chewing gum style booklet. So that just closes like that, and then open that up and you've got a little flippy booklet stapled into there, and this one's actually stapled in the middle of that fold, so it's more like a sort of actual book rather than a flippy pad, if you see what I mean. So that's that one, and that just closes like that. Your next item here is one of those what do we call these? We've made these in the mass making. I can't really describe them, but you know, the foldy pockets. So you've got obviously a little pocket in here. And again, you know, I would just glue this onto a page, maybe like on 3 sides. And then you could have another tuck spot down there, and obviously your pocket here. Then your next item, this was one of those pen holder pieces that we made in a mass making. It's an altered paperclip as well. So this would just clip onto a page, and of course you could just slip your pen into there. So super fun. Then here, this is another one of those foldy out little booklets. So you've got a pocket here, and then you've got a pocket in the top there. So yeah, 2 quite good sized pockets there. And again, just decorated it up. This, again, I haven't actually attached the string, so completely up to you if you wanted to have it with string or not. I like the string, and if I was actually going for using the string, I would glue the string here just along the back like that, and then just, you know, that would be held shut. If you don't like the string, you can always just use, again, a paper clip to hold that closed, or, you know, on that side either. Either would be fine. So that's that item there. The next item, again, it's another one of those long flap envelopes. So again, you've got your pocket here, and then you've got, again, another piece of snippet roll there with some lace trim and Diamante and things. So I love, love, love that one. So that's that item. And then what else have you got? You've got a cluster here with a cigarette card. This is a vintage cigarette card with some clustered up pieces and some lace. And then you have a little corner cluster here with, again, just a little item there and some lace trim. And then here, this is one of those coin envelopes. Again, this is using that Edwardian Emporium paper. Looks really pretty, and oops, Oh, this is now glued down. There we go. And you just open that, and obviously you've got your pocket in there. And I've used a couple of my brads that I located, or you know, came by the other day, which I had forgotten I had. And then you've got your string closure to obviously fasten that back up. So that's that one. Then this again is another one of those gorgeous Joey DeFee pockets. I think this might be the one that I decorated up in the mass making. So you've got a pocket here, and you've got a pocket here to the side, and then you've got a pocket at the top. Now again, you know, the top of this has got printing inside, because obviously I like to reuse my pages. So I just do want to point that out. I mean, obviously once that was glued on a page, that wouldn't be visible, but I do want to just point that out because that might bother some people. So that's that one. And then this is just one of those little pockets. It's just from some book page doubled up, and it's just got layered up various things on there. And that's how it would be glued onto a page. So super cute. Right, so that's the Potluck paper pack number 2. So put those away. Okay, right, the next item is, we'll do the kit last. So the next item is this one, which is one of my tag bags. So it's exactly what it says. I've made a little sort of pouch or bag that's shaped like a tag. Again, so you could use this in your journals, the actual bag itself, or you could obviously cut it up and, you know, disassemble it and use it. And then inside there, you've got 10 tags of completely different, you know, sizes and, well, not shapes really, but sizes and styles for you to obviously use in your journals. I'm just going to grab a drink. Oh, it's thirsty work, this. Okay, so let's have a look and see what tags that you've got in this pack. So there's 10 of them, and as I say, they're all completely different. So first tag is this one. Now this is, again, it's part of a collage masterboard. I love how this looks. I didn't even ink this one up because I just thought the colours are so pretty. I just absolutely love the kind of freshness of this. And you've just got some lace here at the side, or the top, sorry, and some Diamante. This has been stitched around on the sewing machine. Now, it's not the thickest, it's just on kind of coffee dyed paper. So this is quite a flimsy tag, which, you know, I think it's nice to have a variety. I don't that often do flimsy tags, but, you know, they do have their uses. So that's that one. Then I've got one of my fabric tags. Now, again, I can't remember whether I actually made this with you guys or not, but definitely, obviously, I do remember making fabric tags of some sort with you guys. So this is fabric, and then you've got layered up various different pieces, including obviously the Tim Holtz paper doll, plain on the back for journaling, and again it's been stitched around at the sides, or you know, around the edges. This one here is some napkin, and it's just been decoupaged onto sheet music and then backed onto some of that craft file folder. This was actually and some lace trim and Diamante there, and obviously a butterfly and a dictionary definition. Love, love, love how that looks. That's such a pretty napkin. And then here we've just got this, again, quite a large tag. This is backed actually onto, I think it's some like watercolour card. And then you've got one of my little tabs that obviously we did the tutorial on. And then here you've got an acetate piece, which is kind of like flapping. So, I mean, you could always pop in, oops, if I just get something, you could always pop a journaling card in there or something. But, you know, really, really pretty tag. And you've got obviously some lace there and a little label. So love that one. Then you have another large one here with a stamped image of this lady and lots of different things layered up. Again, this is quite a grungy one, quite heavily inked. Love how it looks. And it's just backed onto that craft card and some lace and Diamante. Then this one, super fun colours on this. This was a book page of a floral book. And I love the way we've got the different colours, you know, the green, the pink, the blue. It just looks really pretty. And I've layered up a whole bunch of different things on here. And a tab at the top, and then it's just been backed onto some sort of beige card, and you've got a just number there on the back. Then this one, again, I've just put a label on the back, and then we've just got various things layered up on the front. This looks super delicate, and I just, yeah, love, love, love the colours of this one. And actually this one, I kind of feel like it could be either a tag, or you could actually glue this into your journal as a kind of pocket, to be honest. I mean, you could do that, I guess, with any of these, to be honest. But this one, for some reason, yeah, I just kind of think, oh, maybe I would use it for that. Although then it's a waste of the journaling space. So, yeah, it swings in roundabouts. Then I've got this one, which we actually made the other day in a video where I was doing the fabric tabs. So this has got the stiffened fabric tab on there. Love this card or this tag. It just looks really pretty to me. So that's that one. Then we've got this one, slightly smaller. You know, again, it's got one of my little tabs on there. And, you know, I just think you can never have enough tags in all different sizes and, you know, styles. And then we've got this one. Again, this is made from some of the collage masterboard. Got some bits layered up. And then some lace as the tab and some Diamante. And again, it's been stitched all around the edges. So it's just nice to really have a bunch of tags ready on hand to be able to put in your journals. And, you know, I always think, well, even if they're not quite what you're looking for on a journal you're currently doing, eventually you're going to have the, you know, the journal that's just perfect for them. So that's the tag bag. I will put that down to one side. Yay, we're on the home stretch. So the very final item here is I have this kit. Now this is quite a big kit. It's held together with this gorgeous green polka dot ribbon. So yep, I will just move that to one side. Now what do you get? So let's have a look at the items slowly. So you've got this item here, which I did this in, I actually can't remember whether I did this in maybe a 3 in 30 or something. I did this and I can't remember what. But this is my Springbirds papers, and yeah, I just absolutely love this paper so much that, to be honest, I just struggled like mad to actually decorate it at all. So all I literally did was kind of kept it intact and then made a little, you know, wraparound closure there like that with some lace and some green bling at the top, because I just wanted to keep it so you could see as much of that gorgeous paper as you possibly could. So that's the first item. Obviously this has got a nature and bird theme running through this kit, so you'll see as we go through. I'm just going to grab another drink. Sorry about that. Right, okay, so the next item, this is one of my tracing paper envelopes. Again, we made some of these together in a tutorial. I don't know whether we made this one or not, but this is, you know, another one of them. So it's one of those gorgeous envelopes which are with the tracing paper, and then they're stitched around onto the sheet music. They have the most gorgeous feel and the most gorgeous sound. Doesn't that just sound scrumptious? So all I've done is, again, I love, love, love this paper. This is from my Songbirds paper. And so again, I just really wanted to leave as much of the paper showing as possible. So the vellum itself is pretty kind of undecorated, if you see what I mean, to really leave it visible. And then you've just got a label here and then some lace, and then tucked into the envelope we've just got some small pieces that come with the kit. So let me just tip everything out. I mean, the beauty of these envelopes, they really turn out quite a big sort of roomy pouch. They just, by nature, they just turn out like that. So they're really great. So in here, you've got a couple of bows of different styles. You've got a small one, a couple of kind of medium sized ones, but they're all, again, hopefully going to be really nicely coordinating with the kit. A little journaling card here that's just literally from some vintage book, and I just stitched it on the sewing machine. And then I've just done a couple of little chipboard tiles. So you have a vintage postage stamp, and then you've got a couple of stamped ones, again in the same theme with the birds and things and the same colourways. I've punched holes in these two with my crocodile so that they could hang off of things with journaling cards or, you know, what have you. But this one I have glazed with the crackle accents and left it to be kind of glued on somewhere. And then you've got three gorgeous clusters which are bird themed. So you've got a stitched one that was on the sewing machine, and then a couple of kind of glued clusters. So again, you know, you could then have fun and play around with those and, you know, do some bits and bobs with those. So that's all your small bits that are contained in that envelope. Move that to one side. So the main part of the kit is this. So basically what you've got, this is an envelope which I've decorated up and collaged up with, again, mainly using the Songbird papers, which I just absolutely love. And then I've obviously collaged up and layered up with some lace and, you know, various different things. So again, this could be, you know, used, or you could disassemble it, deconstruct it and tear it apart and put things in your journals. You know, actually kind of, it could be used in your projects as you wish. Now on the flap here, I've got a really long ruffle. So this is a fabric ruffle that I've made really long. Now again, this is just in its natural state. This was some vintage duvet. It's in its or it might have been vintage curtain, I just can't remember now. But it's in its natural state. You could obviously ink this up or something like that if you wanted, but you know, up to you kind of how you use it. But again, I just thought colour wise it was quite nice with this kit. And that's attached to the flap with a bulb pin. And then you've also got another one of those tiny bows in this gorgeous green satin polka dot ribbon, which just looks so super cute, doesn't it? And then you've got one of my little button embellishments there. And that's all just attached with that bulb pin. So can all just be unclipped and obviously used straight into your projects. The fabric ruffle, just to say, obviously you can just trim that down when you stick it onto a page. Just snip it where you need and glue it on. I have never had a problem with then, you know, the rest of the ruffle unruffling, you know, or coming unstitched. But of course, you know, you will then have a vulnerable spot. So I wouldn't recommend them pulling on it because you're going to just unravel your ruffle. And then you've got another bow attached here with another bulb pin. So lots of bows and things to use. And then in the back, we've got here a pocket where I just included another one of my little spools there with some lace. I think there's a couple of meters of this. And again, this lace, it coffee dyes wonderfully. It's the crochet lace and it coffee dyes wonderfully. So, you know, you could just kind of have fun and play around with that. Okay, so going into the envelope. So the main paper items that you're going to get with this kit. If I just move this to one side, move these bits as well, so it's kind of hopefully a bit easier to actually see. So what have we got? We've got an envelope here, which again could use exactly how you wanted to use it in your journals. I love how this envelope turns out. It just is so pretty, to be honest. So yeah, I'd been holding this for a little while, I have to say, but yeah, decided to part with it and include it with this kit. So lovely envelope there for your journals. Then you've got a couple of tags here, again in kind of bird theme and similar colours. Again, plain on the back for journaling. This one's got a little sort of added pocket there. You've got an image from a vintage book, and obviously that just goes in there like that. And this one is, again, this is using some masterboard, collage board, and then you've got some lace and one of my little tabs on the top. Oops, then we've got a few tags in this kit, which is quite fun. So we've got a little tag here with an even tinier tag hanging onto there, and that's just held together with some little bit of ribbon. Then you've got this tag here, again with another image from a vintage book of a bird, and that gorgeous orangey kind of coloured lacy trim, which obviously just picks up the orange from that bird. So that's another one. Then this one here, now this is literally just some very thick card that I've just kind of coffee dyed and then just inked and stamped around the edge, but just a really super fun, simple tag to use. So that's that. And then I've got this piece, which I have made into a kind of pocket. So again, let me just bring in, you know, bring in something that would be a journaling page. So you would just glue this down obviously onto a page, and you know, I would just glue it on 3 sides and then have it as a top loading pocket. And this is also another pocket here, so you've got kind of 2 pockets there. And again, if your pages, depending on where you are slightly too small, just trim your pocket down at the edge and just, you know, re-rough it up with your scissors, and that would be, you know, work perfectly. And then you've got some lace trim down here and some Diamante there. And then you've got a glassine bag, which again, it's just been altered with the, you know, coordinating papers and some lace trim and things. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then here you've got a either a belly band or a pocket, depending on how you wanted to use this. Again, it's just been sort of collaged up, and then you've got a little flippy piece there with a little dictionary. Oh no, not a dictionary definition, sorry, a little quote. And some lace trim and Diamante. So again, to give you an idea, that's how that would look on a page like that. And again, I'd either do it, excuse the back, obviously these are reused papers because I, you know, like to recycle. So I'd either glue it top and bottom and have it as a belly band, or I would glue it on 3 sides and have it kind of more like a pocket. So you've got kind of options how to use the pieces. And then this one here, Again, this is a masterboard collage piece and some snippet roll over the top, but I just thought colour wise that this was just perfect, again with the birds and the green and things like that. So again, completely up to you how you use that, but you might want to kind of stick it in on maybe like 3 sides again and have it as a pocket, or you could just have it on 2 sides as like a big tuck spot. Completely up to you. So that's that one. Then I have a Patricia Varimontes book page pocket. So again, just layered it up with some bits. You've got a lovely butterfly there with some bling, some lace and what have you. And that would just glue onto your page like that. And then we have another pocket. Now this one's a double book page pocket with some pretty paper behind, a little dictionary definition and a butterfly and some bling and some lace and things. Then this one here, I love how this looks, just so pretty. So again, you've got some birdsong background papers and then a nice little sort of neutrally sheet music colour paper there. And then you've got these lovely roses, which just add another whole dimension to the piece. So again, you could just stick that onto your page and have it as a top pocket. You could have this as a belly band, gluing it on either end. And then you could, you know, pop your thing in coming down behind. Now I'm not going to really be able to demonstrate that, but like that. So it would be in the middle of your page, would be really nice. So that's that one. And then you've got this one, which is a kind of flip out. No, it's not a flip out. No, take that back. It's not a flip out, but you've got another pocket on here. So again, you could tuck something in there, and then you've got this coffee dyed kind of background, looking background, it's printed. And again, you could just glue that down and pop it on as a pocket, and then you'd have a pocket here and a pocket here. So just gorgeous. And then the final piece is you've got this one, which is again another piece of that collage masterboard scrapbook page as the base. And again, you've got then snippet roll going across and just these gorgeous kind of bird images coming through. So again, that would just kind of stick onto your pages. So it's quite a big kit. You get lots and lots of things to play with, you know, hopefully lots of different things that you could do and decorate your journal with. You know, that, yeah, I think kind of would work really well. I'm not sure, you know, whether you would need an awful lot more in a journal. I think this would be quite a, you know, quite a bit to kind of get you started, certainly. So yeah, that's the kind of kit that's going to be, or that is the kit that's going to be for sale in my Etsy to coincide with this video going up. So yeah, I hope that you liked everything that's in my Etsy restock. And yeah, I know that I have been saying that I'm going to do that for a long time. So I hope that there's some fun goodies there, and obviously links below are to my shop. So if you wanted to go over and just have a browse around and have a bit of fun having a look around, then, you know, that would be fantastic. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone has a really great day. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Thanks then. Bye.